everybody, and welcome to Mom on the Rocks. Today I have Jazmine with us. She's going to be diving into this ghetto thing we call motherhood. Hey Jazmine, introduce yourself. Let the people know about you.
I am a 4-time award-winning licensed cosmetologist. I own a braiding school, which we are now expanding to a cosmetology school.
Okay.
And I'm a mother of 3.
Hey, that's a lot in itself. Congrats, Jazmine, on all the things that you have going on. I'm super proud of you.
Thank
When
you.
I first met you, it was at my mommy conference, and I
Yes.
have seen you just skyrocket since then. So I just want you to know that I'm like super proud, and I'm rooting for you over here in the corner. And I just love everything that you're doing. I see you working really hard. You're getting your awards and your accolades, and I just admire your desire to keep pushing no matter what comes your way.
I appreciate it. I need that. You know, moms, we need to hear. Oh Lord, yeah, we need to hear that. We need to hear that there's people watching and seeing and give us our flowers when it's due. You're doing a lot too. I'm proud of you
Thank
too.
you.
You are killing it, and nobody can compare to Sheikah. Nobody. So
Thank you,
You doing
sis. I really appreciate that. One of the things I want to ask you though is, what surprised you the most about becoming a mom?
oh my goodness. So I became a mom young. I had got pregnant right after high school. So I was shocked. But what surprised me being the most was my oldest. She has autism, so that was different and something I never seen before. I didn't see it in my family. I didn't see it in friends. I didn't see it growing up. It was completely new to me. So I had to research and figure things out. So that was what was shocking to me as a mom, especially at 18.
Yes.
It was new.
That seems like a lot to do with it because at 18, you still trying to figure it out yourself. So to have to, and we don't talk about autism in our community.
We
So
don't.
to have to navigate being a mom with a child who has autism and trying to figure out, what autism even is, because again, we don't talk about stuff like that. We just like, boy, that boy crazy, that girl
Right.
crazy, they crazy, they daddy crazy, and it's not. We just, sometimes we don't get the opportunity to be around resources, so we
Yeah.
don't know. So that had to be really tough, but you are making it happen.
Yeah.
Like I told you earlier, I'm super proud of you. How has it been though, being a mom with a thriving business and 3 kids?
It is not easy, girl. It's not easy.
So how do you make it work?
Finding the balance, making sure that you take care of you first. So I had to learn, okay, I'm going to put these kids all in the tub. I don't care. They all go in the tub at the same time. I'm killing 3 birds with one stone. Not 2, 3. I'm killing 3 birds.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
They're all in the tub at the same time. I have my towel, my soap. We all getting scrubbed down. Put them to bed at the same time. Giving them night-night kisses. And then I am focusing on me. I'm taking my slow.
What time do you put them to bed?
Girl, I be trying to get them to bed at like 8.
I just asked my husband, is 8 o'clock too early? Because,
we grew up going to sleep at like 9, 10. So
yes, I don't even remember my parents' schedule with me going to bed, but I have been doing a terrible job of getting my kids to go to sleep. Like, since I've been trying to get a schedule together, and honestly,
it's hard.
I am bad mom of the year in that category.
It's hard. Like,
but recently, we have been getting in bed this week, except for yesterday because we were up late. It was a lot going on. But recently, we have been doing 9:30. But I had asked my husband, I said, can we do 8 o'clock? Is 8 o'clock too early?
8 o'clock is not.
And he was like, well, if you do 8 o'clock, what time you think they're going to wake up? Which I don't know. But I would love to have an 8 o'clock goal so that I can have that time to decompress.
Yeah.
Because like once they go down, it's like the load just feels so
Yeah,
much.
you feel that.
Yes,
Okay.
you can breathe.
Yes, I can relax on my couch. I can actually do this. I can chill. I can lay back.
Yeah, but I don't even get to do that. I be like, okay, it's like I be rushing
Now
to get
it's
them to
back to
bed so I can
get to business.
I don't even get the business. I be like, okay, look, I just need to lay down. I need to lay down. I need them to lay down so I can lay down and we can just get up and do all this all over again. So, but yes, I agree. Trying to find a balance. I have yet to find it. I be all over the place.
Yeah.
I really do. And I felt like I had to for a while. Even still, I feel like I've taken a step back from business because like I got pregnant in the middle of growing a business, and that just felt like I know I had to take a step back.
You have to restart. You have to start over.
Yes. And so like almost I be feeling like, dang, do I even want to keep doing this? You know, because like I need to focus on these kids, but at the same time, I'm just like, I know this is what God asked me to do. It just seems hard. Like it's almost like it feels like you need to pick just one. But I see a lot of moms killing it, and I just be like, I don't know what they doing, but I need some of that.
For the moms killing it, you said it. You said it looks like they're killing it. We be looking like we got it.
Yeah.
Handled. But baby, behind closed doors, we crying in the tub too. We in the shower like, Jesus, help me, Lord.
I definitely feel that though.
So it's you do have to find that balance. So routine, I say making sure the kids have a steady routine. And it's hard to follow it every single day, but doing the best that you can and then reminding yourself, I did it today. If you did it today, okay, I did it today. Even if you missed something or you missed a step, I did enough.
Yeah.
I made it. I'm alive. All my kids are alive.
That's an accomplishment in itself.
These toddlers try to kill themselves every second of the day. They pick up knives. They run around. They pulling stuff out the dishwasher.
Scissors.
Falling down the stairs, whatever. Scissors is a big one. My kid, my 3-year-old tries to open fruit snacks on her own with scissors. I'm like, please don't poke yourself in the eye. Let's not do that. Let's put the scissors away. And you could hide everything, but guess what? They know how to get chairs, climb cabinets. Oh, we got ninjas.
Yeah.
We got ninjas.
Yeah. My daughter is in a stage of she wants to get my earrings. So she's like, she's always in my closet. And so like I have like this little area in my closet where there's earrings, there's perfume. One day I came in, all I smelled was the Jimmy Choo all over the closet.
Oh, my Juicy Couture is all gone.
Yes. I was like, gone. What are you even doing? Like, you're two. Why are you in my stuff?
Because they see us get dressed and like, ooh, mama looks so cute. Mama look good. Ooh, mama smell good. And then when daddy compliments us, they're like, ooh, I want daddy to compliment me. So then they get into the closet. They start wearing our heels around the house.
I haven't got that yet.
Oh, I got my 7-year-old. She was like, Mommy, look at me. I was like, girl, you're gonna break an ankle. Let's take those off.
Yes, right. And it's so crazy because I remember our parents telling us like, you don't want to rush growing up. You know, just now I be looking at them kids. I be like, hey, they tried to tell me. I ain't listen. I'm all I
just
can do
let them do.
Yeah,
just let them do.
All I can do is warn you, baby. You trying to be grown before your time. But yes, no, you definitely make it look easy. Like, you know, I always see you working really hard. What's some advice you would give somebody who's a mommypreneur?
A mompreneur? Take your time. Don't rush. What Leon Thomas say? Take your time. What's the rush? Baby, don't take your time. Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't look at everybody else on social media.
With the whole little melody over here.
Like, but seriously, I think a lot of us, we're so focused on I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. But now this is happening. Social media is all over the place. You get to see how there's tons of moms with all these different businesses and how they're doing, and we tend to compare. We start to compare, and then it puts us in this space where we're like, I'm not doing enough. I don't feel like I'm there. I don't feel like I got to do more. And it puts you in this mindset. Now you're scrambling. You taking all these notes, writing stuff down, you're thinking of ideas, and you're stressing out. It's like, no, just breathe, girl. You amazing. You a beast. We have to remind ourselves of who we are. So just take your time, slow down, breathe, and just remind yourself, like, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. Put that song on. That's my favorite advice to give a mom. Put that song on.
What song?
That makes you, whatever song that makes you feel like I'm that girl.
No, what's your song?
Ooh, honestly, it's gonna sound funny because I'm not from Houston, and we in Houston right now. I'm from California. Any YG song,
okay.
Any California song that got that California bump
beat. The only song I can think of YG is, I can't think of it right now.
It's always from the album that Drake was on. And people always pick.
I can't even think of it right now. It's in my head, but it was in college. I cannot. I'm older than you.
It's a song he did with.
I feel like it was like, I can't even.
It definitely was a bumping song.
Yes.
I think I can't think of one.
Now I'm gonna be thinking about that till I leave here.
One that's been it's a song that he did with a girl named Kamaya, and she. If you from the Bay, I'm from the Bay in California. You know who Kamaya is. So it's a song that he did with Kamaya, and it goes like, "I've been broke all my life. Now I wonder how does it feel to be?" And it's like it reminds you of like
I know what song. Yeah,
it's like okay, now I'm there, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm here. I feel like I'm that
That's
girl
not a bad
now.
song.
I feel like I'm here. I could put that on and be like, yeah. I remind myself, no, I'm that girl. Like I'm here. I went through all the struggle.
So my song is Affirmations by, I don't know her name. I think it's like Killer.
I don't know her name either, but I know you're talking about.
That is my song. Okay, I thought it was Glorilla, and I had to look it up. I was like, wait a minute, is this not Glow? Not her. Yeah, I was like, hold on, but that
she sounds like her though.
She do. That is definitely my song for the year, cause yeah, that's my song. Yep. So, what's some advice that you would give to people who do not have kids yet, who are married, who are interested in having kids?
Oh Lord, wait as long as you can, because kids bring out a version of yourself that you didn't know existed. They literally shed light on the places of your life that you either have tried to hide or have hidden unknowingly. They start to bring out good characteristics of you, and they'll bring out the bad. Like they'll test your patience, they'll test your calmness, they'll test your true character. And if you're not really ready to see that side of yourself or your partner's true self, don't do it yet. Like a lot of people try to, we probably heard a lot, like don't have a baby to save your marriage. That is a real thing. Do not have a baby to save your marriage, because it'll start, all the baby will do is to start shed light on every single aspect. And if you're not ready to start going to therapy and tackling those true things that we have going on inside, the baby is just it's gonna make it a lot harder. You're gonna get depressed. Postpartum is real.
Very much so. I've been there before. Yeah. My doctor, Dr. Sandra Higginbotham, shout out to you. She believes that you should start preparing to have a baby years before. And that starts with like healing traumas as well. Because the person that you are is the person that you create. And so she definitely do, like to your point when you were saying, like it brings out things in you. A lot of people, a lot of people get pregnant. Like it's like they trying to get pregnant sometimes, but then sometimes it's just like unexpected. Like I don't care how much you prepare. You just really not prepared. You just not. And, some people, like, that's why I want to create this community. So it's like, we're a safe space for the moms, but also we're helping moms to be. You know what I'm saying? So that they know what they're getting into. So, if you don't know, now you know. You probably, before you decide to have a kids, you need to be planning for that 2 years. You need to be planning for that mind, body, everything. Before you decide to have a child. And like it's not just something to play around with, like it's very serious. Because like mentally, when you have a child, you will literally be going crazy. And it's not nothing you could do about it. Like I am the most sane person I know. I've never had suicidal thoughts or anything like that. I had my first child and I was just like, yo, I don't want to be here no more. Yeah. Like I legit don't want to be here no more. Like, and I can't even give you the correlation. My hair was falling out. Like, stuff just didn't make sense. Like, I had that diastasis. I don't know how you say it, but it's when your stomach splits. Like, once you have a baby, I had a tear. I had all these things going on in me. I was just like, yo, nobody said.
You start to feel ugly. You start to feel weird. You start to feel out of place. You don't feel
everything
like you
hurts
anymore because you're a whole new person. What I tell people, after you have a baby, it's literally, you don't just birth a new life. You rebirth yourself.
And what even sucks is that, like, I think I spent the first year trying to get everything back to how it was.
And it never will go back. And it
just never got back. And it'll never go back. And I was just like, no. Like, we used to watch movies every night. Like, we used to, like, we used to
go on dates every night.
Yeah.
Every week we was on a date.
We was on date. Every Friday night was date night. We never missed a date night.
You lucky
it was a date weekend.
You're lucky if we get a date once a quarter.
And the thing is, it's like, it's so much going on. It's like, yes, date nights are important, but it's like, we make time for each other, but it's just like, no, I want we used to hit up the clubs. We was out. We was at Prospect Park. We was living.
They wings good.
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Exactly.
Prospect
We was
got some good
living.
wings.
And like we do get to do things now. Like every now and then it's like, okay, like one night we went out. I was like, okay, we're gonna go out. We went to happy hour at the locker room. Ask me what time we got back in the house. We ain't had the kids. My parents had the kids. Okay. Happy hour, reverse happy hour started at 9. You wanna know what time we was back in the house? 11. In the bed. Going to sleep. Why? We tired.
We're tired, and then it doesn't even feel the same. It's like you still wonder about your kids. You're like, okay, is Marty in the bed right now?
I'm wondering that right now because I told you I had been working on their bedtime,
like,
right?
are they in the bed?
I can
Are
look
they
on that
asleep?
camera right now. I can tell.
They probably up.
Hold on. I just know. It's 9:40, right?
And he probably up.
I know they up because Daddy the fun parent. I'm not the fun parent.
And hey, shout out to dads because y'all do be doing the best y'all can with what y'all got too. But man,
Daddy
sometimes y'all gotta
parent.
get the stern. Sometimes they need to pull out that stern hand. Tell them to go to bed. Oh yeah, see they up. They're crying.
Aw. Something happened to Jeremiah.
Get your poor baby.
Stop crying, baby. Don't cry.
Shout out to Sheikah.
I don't know what's going on. He probably got in trouble.
As moms, even when we working, we still think about our kids.
Exactly. But I knew they was up. Because if it was me, and he ain't had no bath yet, so I know, like, I be on the strict, like, let's get this done, let's get you in bed. I'm pretty sure that
dads are more laid back. They're more like, y'all can go to sleep when y'all fall asleep.
Yeah.
Or until something break.
Yeah.
Then dad getting up. But as long as y'all not killing each other, it's quiet. Dad is sitting there chilling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He be like, y'all better not be in that toilet. That Kevin Hart. Y'all better not be. But no, like, I'm pretty sure he's cleaning up or doing something, and he don't. Like me, I'm like, hey, they gotta go to bed by this time. They gotta do this. I'm like really on, and I know I stress myself out with it, but I'm just like, no, my mama, she did it like this, and that's what I know, and that's how I grew up. I'm like, I be on him all the time. I'm like, he needs to be at school on time every day. I was never late. My mama never had us late. She had 3 kids. She was never late. You can't be late. He be late all the time. I'm like, no, this is not how I want to parent.
Your voice is in my head.
Why?
Because that is what I tell myself. Like when I'm up late, or if I'm like, dang, I forgot to get up. Man, I snoozed my alarm clock. Yeah. I literally tell myself on the drive to drop the kids off. My mama had 3 kids, and we was always on time.
Yes, that's literally me. And it's like, I'm not trying to compare myself, but it was some things that I do appreciate that my mom, that she had structure.
Because
I don't know how she did it though. I'm just like, girl, and like she did it by herself. Not that she was single parent, but like my dad was working in the hours that she had to handle it on her own. So I'm like, you had us in school on time,
and you cooked dinner,
picked us up on time.
Yeah.
We ate every day, and you went to the after school activities. What the heck? I'm over here struggling to just.
But you know what the difference is? We have businesses. I think that's what makes it harder, because I had to sit back and think about that too, because my mom did the same thing. It was 3 of us. Mm-hmm. She made sure we all got to school on time. We always ate dinner. Laundry was always done.
That do make sense though.
Laundry, and I'm like, why can't I do what my mom did? And one day God said, woman, you got a business.
Yeah, that
you got a million jobs. Because when we run our business,
that's true.
Especially when we're still starting off, we're still doing a lot of tasks that are meant to be handed down to other people.
True.
So we're wearing multiple hats. And then on top of the multiple hats, we got 3 kids. I don't know if y'all know that statistic, but 1 kid is a full-time job. So we got 1, 2, 3, and in a business that's like 10. So we got 13 jobs.
I only got 2 kids. I'm just put that out there.
Well, I got 3. I got 3, y'all.
No, but two keep my hand full. And you're right.
It's a lot, yeah.
I'm a lot of times, like, it's like I've been doing better, and I've been trying to get into bed at like 9:30.
Girl, I'll be like 11 o'clock in bed. It'd be so sad.
But like before me like really focusing on getting in bed, I was getting in bed at 12 too. Getting back up at 4. And it's like, I got so much work to do. I have to get it done. Yeah. Nobody's gonna do it. Who's responding to emails? Who's making the content? Who's you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta fix the website. Website need to be fixed. I gotta do all these different things. And it's just like, I have to get it done. If I don't, like, what happens? And so a lot of times I spend, time focusing on these kids and focusing on the business that I don't have time to focus on myself. And it sucks because it's like, it's the joys of motherhood.
We gotta force. I think what was hard for me was I was so into gotta get the bag because I gotta take care of my kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have an off day. I was working every day. If you calling me about that money, I'm answering. Hey,
Okay.
thank you for calling. This is Jazmine. My white girl voice on. My corporate girl voice is on, and we handling contracts, we handling bills, but it's like.
This is so good, by the way.
It's really good. I had to tell myself, no, you have to have an off day. So Sunday mandatory. Monday and Tuesday, you won't catch me. I will not be in the salon. I will not be braiding any hair. I will not be doing anything. Don't call my phone. Sorry, if y'all call me, it's gonna go to voicemail. You got to leave me a voicemail unless it's an emergency. But I have to, because if I don't, I learned mentally I won't be okay because I'm juggling so many different things with having the kids. And oh my gosh, then my oldest, she's on the autism spectrum. So with school, I have to make sure I'm at R meetings, doing IEP plans and all these things I didn't know anything about. So I had to really just learn to know you have to have an off day. You have to rest. You have to, even God rested.
That's true.
Even God took a break. I had a mentor that was stressing me out because they literally said, you don't deserve a break. You don't deserve, only God can rest. That's because God is God. You shouldn't. And I was like, no, baby. If God had to rest and he is the creator of all things, I'm like, I gotta rest.
Yeah, no.
I gotta rest. Even Jesus went to sleep for a moment. Like, come on. Like, y'all don't remember the story about when the disciples were trying to wake him up? They're like, hey, if Jesus could sleep, I could sleep.
I used to feel like that. Like I was working all these different jobs and I would never sleep. And like even now, like sometimes I do get in my zone where it's just like, you know what, I'll sleep when I'm dead. But then I don't know, I have these moments where I was just like, hey man, it'll just have to work itself out tomorrow. I'm going to bed. And
sometimes you gotta say that prayer, look, God, I have literally been in the bed like this, like looking up at the ceiling. I was like, God, just do what you do. Because I'm tired. Yeah. Your humble servant is tired.
Yes. I said I'm gonna go hard. Which is crazy because like with me, it's really no stopping. Like I have the mom conference, then I have Juneteenth, then I have the gala nominations coming up, then we have Black Book Houston weekend, then we have birthdays, and then we have homecoming, and then we have the gala, and then it's just like my year is gone, and I literally come back to January and I start at the top. I have to start with the mom conference in January because it's like you got to start prepping for these things, and it's just like you know, I feel like I tell myself like, oh, I'm gonna work really hard these next 2 weeks, and then once I get past the conference, I'm gonna chill. But then it's like, oh, well, it's Juneteenth. Then I'm gonna chill after Juneteenth. Then it's like, it's no chilling. There's no such thing. And I'm just like, I'm just on this little hamster wheel, just running really fast. But I do every now and then say, you know what? I'm taking a break. And I deserve it.
We deserve it.
I definitely deserve it. But, you know, I definitely think that the work we put in, not just with our businesses, but with our kids, is going to pay off.
It is.
Because, like, I am a strict parent. But guess what? My son got manners. My baby girl got manners. They be
Shout out to manners because some of y'all kids don't have them.
I heard somebody tell me something. Yes. I was just like, you're not gonna tell them to say yes, ma'am. But it's just, you know, and I get
my
it.
kid gotta say yes,
some
ma'am.
People,
my kids have to say yes, ma'am,
yes,
no, ma'am.
And I get everybody don't parent that way, but I just like when I call my son, he be like, yes, ma'am. I be like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I be like, did you have a good day at school today? Yes, ma'am. I be like, thank you.
Because you teach them how to go into the world, and it starts at home. So I don't want my kids going looking for a job one day and they don't understand respect. They don't understand, you know, how to talk to their coworkers, how to treat their boss, or how to, you know, maneuver in the workforce. Or maybe my kids have their own business, but still you have to know how to speak to your employees the right way, or speak to your interns and your partners and handle partnerships a certain way. You cannot be out here not teaching y'all kids manners. I don't know what's up with that.
Right. It's just basic manners. You know what I'm saying? Like I have them when I hear them, you know, I correct them like, hey, you know, be nice. Like I told my daughter, she had snatched the tablet out of, it was her tablet. I said, Jerry, that is your tablet, but that was rude. You don't have to snatch it. And then my son goes, yeah, Jerry, that was rude. Don't be rude. And I'm like, so, you know, they're learning and it's really cute, you know, but that constant, no, yes, ma'am, no, sir.
It teaches them.
Yeah, it'll teach them. And all that hard work that we put into our kids, like, I'm pretty sure we make our parents proud. You know, whether they tell us or not.
We do.
I'm pretty sure.
Shout out to the parents that do tell your kids. My mom literally called me last week just to tell. She said, "I just want to tell you I was proud of you," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah. So my mama.
I was like, "You have never said that to me. What? You just?" She's like, "Yeah, I just wanted to tell you I'm so proud of you. I see you working hard." I was like, "Wow!" It really changed my mood for that. My whole week, I felt like, okay, that's what every kid wants to hear from their parents. Like, well done. It's like when you go to heaven, everybody say they want to hear God tell them, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." That's what you want to hear from your parents. Like, good job. I'm proud of you.
So my mama don't necessarily tell me she proud of me, but at my first conference, the Make Me a Mommy conference, shout out to the Make Me a Mommy conference. If you haven't gotten your tickets, thank you. Make sure you get your tickets for the Make Me a Mommy conference, which is June 13th through June 15th. And it'll be here at the Hive. So at the first conference, somebody who was volunteering for me came up to me and was like, "Hey, your mama she was just talking about you and she was so proud of you." I said, "She told you that?" She said that out her mouth? It's like, yeah, she is just so happy and so proud of you. She just kept talking about you. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I went up to her, I said, "Hey, so you was in here talking about me?" She was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I was just like, okay. But she don't directly tell me, but every now and then somebody will say, "Oh, your mama, she was talking about you."
I think it's also a generational thing because my dad is like that. He grew up not hearing his parents tell him things like that, so he does not my dad, he doesn't tell us, like, "I love you," unless it's like some big happening or something. He'll be like, "Oh, I love you, be okay," but like he does never say, "I'm proud of you, good job." I think it's a generational thing, but that's how that whole side of my dad's family is like that. My uncle doesn't tell his kids. My cousins don't hear "I love you" from their dad.
And that's one thing. Now my mom has always told me she loves me.
At least they,
and my dad though, he's never really shown me affection. I never forget on my wedding day, we were getting ready to walk down the aisle. He gave me a kiss and it just threw my whole, like, I was getting ready to walk and it kind of threw me off. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
because I'm just like,
now I'm trained to not,
right?
Yeah.
We don't, but people think when you talk about breaking generational curses that you talking about like this massive big thing, right?
And it's just something as simple as saying "I'm proud of you."
It's so simple as saying "I'm proud of you." And I tell my son all the time, "Hey baby, I'm so proud of you. You've been in school all this time. You come home, you do your homework. I can see you developing. Mommy is proud of you." I tell my baby girl, "Hey baby girl, you peed in that potty. I'm so proud of you. I didn't even have to tell you. I'm very proud of you."
That's a big one because we tired of cleaning up pee and poop,
girl. But you know what I'm saying? It's so simple. The fact, and I told my husband, I said, "You may not like the way that I parent, and that's fine." I was like, you may think that I'm soft. I said, but one thing that I'm always gonna do, you may feel like you don't have to explain yourself to your kids, but I'm always gonna explain myself to my kids because I said so. It's not a valid answer.
It's not enough.
It's not a valid answer.
It's not enough.
It's not because my son wants to know why he can't go play outside in the dark. Well, baby, first of all, they turned the lights off at the park. So it's pretty hard to see. It's bugs, stranger danger, dogs, all kind of stuff. We cannot go to the park and play.
Sometimes, and it also protects them in the future. Yeah. And at this age, when your kids are very young, they're at this stage where they're learning. Everything you put into their brain, you're literally training them to be an adult. So if you keep telling them because I said so,
exactly, no,
it's not going to protect them in the future because once they get to that rebellion stage as teenagers, they're going to be like, "Well, my daddy told me no, but I don't care no more, so I'm going to go down."
My daddy always told me no. It was no. It's still no, and he has no explanation. I'm just like, but and I know it's from their generation of you don't question your parents when they tell you.
It's disrespectful, but it's actually just
it's me. I need to know. Yeah. Explain to me why I can't have that.
It's just a real thing. These kids really need to know. Because my son will say, "Mommy, I want a Rice Krispie treat." Well, baby, you had 5. Okay, I don't really have the money to keep. I don't want you with the silver teeth. You want the silver teeth? I can show you the silver teeth kit. Let me explain to you what happened when you eat 5 Rice Krispie treats. It don't matter how many times you brush your teeth. Like, we can't do 5 Rice Krispie treats. Yes,
you had enough today. And that's why. It's not because I said so. It's because I want you to have white teeth, not silver. So, I don't mind giving them a breakdown. Like, me and my son, one day,
And it teaches them how to have a conversation.
It does.
It
One
teaches them
day,
how to have a conversation.
you know, I don't know, Boss Baby got some crack in it. I don't know what's going on with that movie, but in my house,
that movie is hilarious.
So my son, he goes, "Hey, mommy, did the Boss Baby, they bring the baby to the house? Is that how I came through the Boss Baby place from the Boss Baby place?" I said, I mean, technically, yeah. And he said, "Oh, okay. Well, I want them to bring a boy baby to the house." I said, "Baby, that can't happen." Well, why that can't happen? I said, "Because mommy don't want no other boss baby." She was like, he was like, "But I want a boy boss baby." I was like, "Baby, that's not gonna happen. You have your sister, and that's enough.
And that's perfect. Y'all, boy, girl, perfect.
And he said, "Well, why I can't get another baby from the Boss Baby place?" I said, "Because the shop is closed. No more Boss Babies.
Shop is closed."
So, you know, these kids they're our world. I know it take a lot of time and energy, but I definitely think eventually we'll start to see the fruits of our labor.
We will.
So, but yes, Jazmine, it's been so good talking to you. I really enjoyed you.
I enjoyed you too. I always enjoy seeing you.
Yes, and I enjoy seeing you on social media, killing it as a mommypreneur. What advice would you have for somebody looking to start a business who's a mom of multiple?
I recommend finding someone in your niche who can help you as a mentor or a coach. And then taking your time and really being strategic, doing the research, doing the footwork. Okay, don't just jump out. Everybody's on social media saying just do the business, just start the business. No, take your time, because once you get into it, you're gonna realize there's a lot that comes with it, and then there's a lot at stake, especially if you just quit your job and decide to.
Definitely don't quit your job. Do not quit your job in this economy.
Do not listen.
Anybody hired?
Yeah, do not listen to social media when they say quit your job and just start the business. Don't do it. Be prepared. Be smart. Have your savings, money count. Read as many books as you can. Profit First is a good book if you're starting a business. Profit First is really good. I don't remember the author's name, but I love that book. Teaches you about little financial strategies and things of that nature, because you're gonna need it. You may think you know how to handle money until you start a business, and you're gonna realize that you don't. Yes. So that is my advice for the moms. And remember to balance. Remember to find that balance in that routine and stick with that as long as you can.
All right. Well, thank you, Jazmine. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Mom on the Rocks. We'll see you next time.